Everyone wants to be a baller because not only do they get to play their favorite sport, they also get celebrity status and earn millions of dollars in salaries as well as endorsements. You get invited to the most happening parties, live in the most spectacular cribs, and have some of the best expensive cars in your garage. Ballers are living the good life, and one very popular basketball player who has all the things we've mentioned and other great extras is Chris Paul. As of 2021, his net worth is estimated to be $130 million. So what does he spend his money on? That's exactly what we're going to discuss in this video. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Although he hasn't played for the Clippers since 2017, he still has plenty of homes in Los Angeles. He spent $11 million for a newly built estate in Encino in an off-market deal, which means that the details of the property are limited. The property is spread on 1 acre and includes a main house and a guest house for 12,000 square feet of space. The 2-story main house and the guest house are both built with a modern farmhouse aesthetic and come with a 5-car garage, so there's plenty of space for Chris Paul's cars. There are also plenty of athlete-approved amenities such as a sports court, a cabana, and a swimming pool. In 2017, when he left the Clippers after being traded to the Houston Rockets, he sold multiple properties. He has a Mediterranean-style mansion in the Woodland Hills, which he put on the market for more than $2.2 million. Although he sold it for only $1.9 million a year after it was on the market, we're quite sure that the buyer is very happy with the 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom property. He also owned a Bel Air mansion for $8.7 million in 2017 and an estate in Calabasas that he sold for $11.05 million in 2018. He's also gotten rid of a home in Houston which he bought in April 2018. He immediately put it back on the market after just a few months of owning it. We don't know why. It was originally listed for under $8 million, but he has lowered the asking price of $7.5 million to attract buyers. Before we proceed, let's talk about his personal life. Christopher Emmanuel Paul was born on the 6th of May, 1985 in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, to Robin Jones and Charles Edward Paul. He went to West Forsyth High School, where he showed his skills in basketball. He also worked at a service station owned by his grandfather during his spare time. He shared a very close bond with his grandfather. Ironically, he began his basketball career after he lost his grandfather to a robbery in his own home. He was recruited by the Deacons, Wake Forest, in which he became the team leader. Because of his outstanding skills on the court, he earned various accolades such as Atlantic Coast Rookie of the Year. He also successfully broke freshman records for free throws, steals, assists, and 3-point percentages. He was selected for the U.S. national team for the 2006 FIBA World Championship. The competition was held in Japan, and although they didn't win the championship, he helped the national team get the bronze prize. He also performed exceptionally in the 2013 NBA All-Star Game, and that was when he earned the All-Star Game Most Valuable Player award. Although he suffered several injuries, his performance was excellent even through the remainder of the season. He's played in the All-Star Game 10 times, and some of the awards he got in the NBA are All-NBA First Team, All-Defensive First Team, Rookie of the Year, All-Rookie First Team, Assists Leader, and Steals Leader. He might not have won a championship, and some experts say he may never get the chance to win a championship considering his age, but no one can deny the fact that he has achieved a lot of things in his career. Aside from being a player, he was also the president of the NBA Players Association. He was instrumental in the union's decision to continue the season even in the midst of protests all over the country over the killing of George Floyd and the shooting of Jacob Blake. The support of minority businesses has been a rallying cry for the league when it went to Walt Disney World in the summer of 2020 to finish the season without fans. Speaking of money, what does he spend his money on? Imagine going from barely being able to afford essentials to suddenly becoming a millionaire. That's exactly what happened to Chris Paul. So we're curious to know what he bought with his first paycheck. He was just a relatable college kid who would split the bill with friends when dining at TGI Fridays. He was a sophomore at Wake Forest University when he declared for the draft. His agency offered him a $100,000 advance, but his parents said that a quarter of the amount would be just fine. So the first thing he did was go shopping with his girlfriend. He also made sure that he paid for the entire bill the next time they went to TGI Fridays stays with friends. Paul says that he's not cheap, but he's frugal. He's certainly come a long way since his time in North Carolina. He was drafted by the Hornets in 2005, and his salary for the entire season was just over $3 million. He was traded to the Los Angeles Clippers in 2011, and in June of the same year, he went to the Houston Rockets after another high-profile trade. He earned a little over $24 million during the 2017-18 season. In 2017, he was ranked the 9th highest paid player in the league, earning $22.9 million on the court and $8 million off. He's also not afraid to admit that he only had $151 in his bank account when he declared for the NBA, where he was picked as 4th overall during the first-round pick. Since adding substantial amounts to his bank account, he's also made a few splurges. Over the years, Paul has made a few purchases which makes him laugh when he thinks about them now. He once bought iced-out chains. They used to be all the rage a few years ago, as well as an Escalade with 24-inch rims. He says that you live and you learn, and he's definitely gained a lot of knowledge about handling his money and the value of each dollar he makes. He says that he's very conscious about anything and everything he spends his money on, and he keeps a close eye on his spending habits. Even though he has plenty of money to buy whatever his children ask for, he teaches his kids that if they want something, they have to work for it. How's his personal life? Paul married Jada Crawley, who was his college sweetheart in September 2011. They have a son and a daughter together. The entire family also appeared in an episode of Family Feud in November 2011. His whole life isn't just about basketball. He's also the head of his own foundation, CP3 Foundation, which benefits various charities throughout the Winston-Salem area. He purchased a minority stake in 2018 in the Winston-Salem Dash, a minor league basketball team located in his town. He has also hosted several celebrity and youth bowling events to help various organizations. He supports many charities too. He earns a lot of money, but he also knows how to give back to the community. He's involved with Boys and Girls Club of America, Aid Still Required, Girl Up and Make It Right, and After School All-Stars, an organization that partners with schools across the country to provide after-school learning programs for families with low income. Just like most ballers, he also has an insane car collection. Being a top point guard in the NBA for over a decade, Paul has amassed quite a few vehicles. His passion for cars led him to buy a Jeep JKU Wrangler Unlimited and a Range Rover. He has also been seen with classic cars such as his custom 1977 Chevy Monte Carlo. He might not own a private jet, but he flies his family around in one sometimes. With all his hard work and the money he's made, Paul has earned the license to travel with his family on a private jet. Who can resist such a cool and comfortable ride? If we had pockets as deep as his, we also won't hesitate to spend some money on a private plane. He has many endorsements under his belt. Some of the few brands Chris Paul has attached his name to over the years are State Farm, Nike's Jordan brand, Spalding, FanDuel, Panini, Tencent, Tissot, Walt Disney, and Kaiser Permanente. His work with the Jordan brand has led to his very own sneaker line, the Jordan CP3. He has invested some of his money too. Most people don't know this, but Paul, along with fellow NBA players DeAndre Jordan and Kyrie Irving, were early investors of Beyond Meat, a plant-based food company before its IPO. Paul and Kevin Durant also invested in the banking app Goalsetter. They joined billionaire Robert F. Smith, the chairman of Visa Equity Partners. Moreover, he has partnered with GoPuff in a bid to push for black businesses. The company is valued at $4 billion and is teaming with the basketball player to build its Better For You project. He will also be responsible for connecting businesses owned by people of color with the GoPuff delivery platform. He said that the deal was driven by his desire to better serve black communities all over the country. A few other investments are $48 million with Hyperrice, around $4 million with Tripify, and RSPCT Basketball. What do you like most about Chris Paul? Let us know in the comments section. Stay safe, and we'll see you around.